What's up? Peter von Panda here. Driving in my car. Just left the Lions Arizona Cardinals game. Was pretty convinced I didn't want to make a video, but I've had a little time on the drive home to think about it, and I thought I would share my solution with all of you Detroit Lions fans out there on what needs to be done to fix the 2015 Lions, because I've got it down. You know, I've kind of looked at all the evidence, and I think I've come up with a fairly reasonable solution. So one of the things that happened in the 3.5 quarters at Ford Field that I saw was a pretty piss poor performance, and I want to be pretty middle of the road and objective about this, but I'd like to say, and I missed the last part of the fourth quarter because pretty much I was the last person there. I hope the television cameras didn't pan around the empty stadium. I like when they have the signs up, they say get loud, and there's no one there to get loud. Because the Lions this year are a joke, and one of the problems comes down, obviously, to the offense. The offense is absolutely worthless, and my issue here is I don't know how you have someone like Matt Stafford, Calvin Johnson, Golden Tate, Theo Riddick, Abdullah, Joey, you've got Fuller out there, you've got pretty deep talent, and they suck, is totally the inability to unlock the talent of the offense. If you told me that offensive line was going to be the worst offense in the NFL this year, I would have thought you were crazy. I thought some of the off-the-reservation ideas that the Lions might have a Super Bowl-worthy team this year, not crazy at the beginning of the year. But my problem is Joe Lombardi seems to be so incapable of bringing out the talent that those players have. It is like the old farts that buy a Ferrari and then drive it 15 miles under the speed limit because they don't want to wear out the tires. I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but a lot of it is either the plays, which I think are entirely predictable, or the play calling. The offensive line, which can't seem to block a defensive linebacker for the life of them. I mean, that sucker had more holes than my underwear. People were always pressuring Stafford, and thus you get a lot of turnovers. Well, at least 4 that I saw, and I'd have to check the numbers because it might have been 5. I know that one fumble was reversed on a technicality, which is great. But the problem is the offense is so worthless. I was thinking about this, that Lombardi, if you were smart, should just have Stafford go out and take a knee on every snap and run the clock out. And the reason why he should do that is because when they turn the ball over on the first or second throw, you're pulling the defense out there sooner. At least give them a couple minutes to rest up, for Christ's sake. I mean, the only people I saw on that field was the Arizona Cardinals offensive line and the Lions defense. There was nothing else. Stafford got benched and no one noticed because the offense was never on the field. So something needs to be done, and here's what it is. So my little rant is that the Lions are in such disarray. There seems to be a lot of potential talent that hasn't been unlocked. The simple solution, after looking at all of the factors and kind of running a regression analysis in my head, is that the Ford family needs to start handing out asses. They need to start chewing out asses, and they need to start handing out asses, and they need to start cutting asses. And that's pretty much offensive line and on up. So I'm not sure what the communication problems are with the offensive linemen and missing tackles and double or triple team in one person. But 5 games into the season, that's bullshit. And Joe Lombardi should have been handing out asses much earlier in the season for that kind of crap. That pressure, which then turns into Stafford turnovers, someone should be handing him his ass. And then I'm not sure how the hell Lombardi has held on to his job here, but if Caldwell isn't handing him his ass, somebody should be handing Caldwell his ass. So there needs to be some asses being handed out right now to turn this season around. And to be really honest, I never thought we'd see an 0-16 season. Even up to last week, kind of that heartbreaker loss to Seattle. I still didn't think we'd see an 0-16 season. Right now, the Lions deserve an 0-16 season. So here's the fix. Start handing out some asses. Peter Von Panda out.